I got to keep it 10,000. I got to keep it all the way honest. Young Thug might just be setting himself up for a one-way ticket back to the penitentiary. Yeah, we got to keep in mind, he's on 15 years probation from Fulton County. One of the people that want to see him back behind bars by any means necessary. He just did an interview that made him look crazy. Let's talk about it.
Baby, what said I break the news, yeah.
It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. I'm breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, because
breaking down all the current events. Everything they talk about, street events, industry events, I break the news. I don't make it, Harlem Legend.
Yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. If you're new to the channel, if you're old to the channel, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I can't even lie. Young Thug might be setting himself up for a one-way ticket back to the penitentiary. The reason why I say this is we can't forget. Yeah, we can't forget Fulton County is on his hiney. They are not letting him slide for anything. They are on to Young Thug and they want him back in jail. They felt like he slid free. Yeah, on a 15-year probation, was facing 25 years to life in prison. We ain't forget. He was only out 2 weeks. And Fannie Willis, yeah, the prosecutor, the DA down in Fulton County, she tried to get him arrested immediately. Pay attention.
File a motion of this sort when Jeffrey has done absolute. Attorney Fannie Willis.
What our motion is concerned about is that we certainly believe that his post was to threaten law enforcement, which is all part of gang activity.
Jeffrey Williams' attorney Brian Steele told me by phone it is never appropriate to be engaged in any type of witness intimidation. It is never appropriate to threaten to murder another person. The prosecution's motion to revoke Jeffrey's probation should not be well received and should be swiftly rejected. It is irresponsible to file a motion of this sort when Jeffrey has done absolutely nothing, Steele said, to violate any condition of probation or threaten a witness.
We know that it is clear to Mr. Williams that the intent of the district attorney is to stop gang activity in Fulton County, Georgia. We believe the judge's order is clear, and that this is an intentional violation.
Y'all see, he wasn't out 2 weeks and they was trying to put his ass back in jail. Keep in mind, he's under a strict rules. Like following his 2024 guilty plea in the YSL RICO case, Young Thug was sentenced to 15 years. Yo, he got a blessing. I'm gonna be real. This judge was a blessing. But he had incredible lawyers also with Brian Steele and these guys. He had incredible lawyers. 15 years of probation with strict rules. These conditions are meant to prevent future criminal activity and include prohibiting ungang-related conduct, association with co-defendants, gun possession, and drug use. So they got Young Thug on this tight rope to where he can barely do anything. Young Thug drops a new video, right? He drops a new video, and in this video, he's coming at everybody. He's coming at the witnesses. Y'all got to keep that in mind. He's coming at the witnesses. He's calling them all rats. Yeah, he calls YSL Gunner a rat, Yak Gotti, YSL Slug, YSL Woody. These are all the guys. Some of these guys that you see here, they took the stand. You got to understand, they took the stand for the prosecution. So at the end of the day, the prosecution is looking at this as intimidating a witness. You got to understand, Slug was one of his best friends. He took the stand. Pay attention.
What you call Mr. Williams, Jeffrey Williams,
That's his name?
I understand. What do you call?
Call him my brother.
As you can see, this is a man that was calling him his brother. I can understand how he feels. You heard? So he's dropping a diss track dissing all the rats. Slime Life Shorty. He's another one that took the stand, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention.
And outside of the music is YSL.
He said outside of the music?
Yes, sir.
Some people treat it like that.
What do you treat it as?
I treated it that way before.
You treated it as a gang before?
Yeah.
When did you stop treating?
You hear this man up here saying he treated YSL as a gang before? So Young Thug just doing this alone is intimidating a witness. I don't think you understand. I think he's tricking himself out of position. He doesn't even know it. We got to call it what it is. Young Thug is tricking himself out of position immediately. It won't be long. I got to be real. It won't be long because we didn't forget none of the YSL guys that took that stand. You heard? He's coming at Little Woody. It just doesn't make sense. They took the stand for the prosecution. So what happens is people like Fannie Willis, yeah, the DA down in Fulton County, they can snatch all of this up. So what they're doing now is they're gathering evidence. They work just like any other law enforcement. They're gathering evidence to help him violate that probation. I don't think he even understands this. This is nasty work, y'all. And if he doesn't wake up now, he will be back behind bars. I don't want to see no man in jail. You heard? But ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. I got to call it what it is. He did an interview. Yeah. Oh, man. Young Thug did an interview, and I got to be real. He looked crazy in this interview. Yeah, he did an interview, and he looks crazy, y'all. Young Thug definitely looks. He sounds stupid. I got to call it what it is. He sounds stupid. I want y'all to pay attention to what he said about Ralo. Because what he said about Ralo, he said Ralo was going to testify on him and YFN Lucci. He swears on his life. Pay attention.
Yeah. Ralo, I don't even give a fuck about who he told on. I know 100% he was going to take the stand on me and Lucci. I know. Nigga, that's a fact. On my freedom. On my freedom. That's a fact. Right here. On my freedom. Fact.
He's calling this a fact. He's saying that this is what it is. See, this is nasty work to put dirt on somebody's name and then don't do the homework to go check out. You got to do the homework, y'all. You got to pay attention because Young Thug was straight up lying. How do I know he was lying? Because I did the homework. Listen to what Ralo has to say because he responds with vengeance and intelligence. Pay attention.
For two defendants with the same exact lawyer to testify against each other. I had Brian Steele, Thug had Brian Steele. I had Drew Finley, Lucci had Drew Finley. So tell me how the fuck could I testify against two niggas with the same exact lawyer? This is 100% a conflict of interest. You ain't got to take this shit from me. You can go Google this shit your damn self. So this is the lie that you've been calling the streets telling wham and dumb and they believe you without seeing any paperwork. And paperwork is law in the streets. So you telling me I went and told the feds in June of 2018 about some state shit that was finna happen in 2024? Make some shit out of this shit, people. Tell me how. You went in that interview lying and crying. I ain't did nothing to none of you niggas. Either you ain't or you been misled, nigga.
Hey, I gotta keep it all the way tall. Ralo makes 100% a lot of sense. This is wild. So he blatantly sat up there and lied on this man's name to make him look crazy, to make Ralo look lesser. Why you ain't speaking on your own sitting in that interrogation room, Thug? That's why I didn't really like. I felt like homie that was doing it. Shout out to the OG from Atlanta. I really feel like he gave Thug too much cushion. Thug, he had to drill him about being in that interrogation room. How do you feel about that? What is you saying about that? He said nothing. He got away from that and started talking about Gunna and everything else going on. Basically setting himself up to go back to the penitentiary. Shout out to Ralo, because he made a lot of sense. Young Thug said something else that I felt was asinine. Yeah, I'm going to call it asinine, y'all. He said something that I felt like was crazy, was out of pocket. Listen to what Young Thug says about any man that turns G-A-Y. Yeah, any man that turns G-A-Y. He ain't messing with you. I think he's fighting demons within himself, y'all. Pay attention.
Or once you turn gay, and I don't got nothing against gay people. It's gay people that work for me. But when I look at you a certain way, if I look at you, if I meet you and you gay, it's like, okay. If I meet you and you portraying that you a man and you not gay, I don't got nothing against gay people. It ain't really nothing you can say to me.
Yeah.
I'ma just look at you like you broke a man code. Mm-hmm. You broke a code that men with backbone stand up to. Mm-hmm. You broke that code. You can talk, you can say whatever you want to say. You broke a man code. I don't look at you the same.
So we gotta ask ourselves, do we look at him as the same? Real men that never put on a dress? We got to call it what it is, y'all. This man done put on skirts and dresses, and he's saying he got a problem with somebody that decides to switch over to the other side. It doesn't make sense to me. See, this whole interview is contradicting himself. Young Thug basically is killing himself in this whole interview. He says he goes against rats and people that, switched over to the other side. My thing is this. You sat in that interrogation room. Most people are looking at you as a rat, sir. You put on skirts and dresses. Most people are looking at you as a sir. I'm just saying, y'all, it's a lot going on here, and I feel like Young Thug contradicted himself. He killed himself in this interview. He also, he didn't stop there. He also spoke on Little Woody and speaking about his mental state, his mental issues. I gotta be real. Young Thug kind of played himself right here, right? Because it shows the manipulation of these gang members and what they do. You heard? I'm going to be real. Most young niggas growing up in the hood that's going through the struggle, they have mental issues for real. And Woody just ends up being one of those guys. We can tell right off the bat. So Young Thug, I got a question for you. Was you manipulating Lil Woody? Pay attention to what he says about Lil Woody, y'all. Nasty.
Like my son. Like, he don't got the functioning brain that we got. Woody take real medicine. So I ain't even.
Sound like he got a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, but that just come with like, you just learning what to say when you going through life. You just learning things when you going through life. You know what I'm saying?
I told
the craziest niggas in the world are always the ones who you think got the sense. Like, but that nigga ain't crazy. Man, that nigga take real medicine.
I told that
he overly did what's wrong.
Definitely don't respect what he did, but I respect what he doing though. You could tell he different.
That's what I respect. Like,
yeah, you can
I don't even be judging at him because like I be seeing him doing his little shit on the internet where he's just like talking to kids or he just trying to do things. He go to the college trying to talk to he just trying. Like, all right, I don't respect niggas like. Yeah, right, I don't respect certain niggas because you'll get out of jail and still be doing the same thing. That's why I say, if you tell, just go on and make you some gospel music, just get out the way. That's what keep you away. That's what keep you away from certain shit. Just get out the way, bro.
I gotta be all the way honest with this, y'all. And I gotta break this down to the people out there that seem to be a little behind the curve. Young Thug basically just told on himself. So you telling me, if you know Little Woody, if you know Little Woody to have mental issues, to be a little behind the curve, I gotta ask you, Young Thug, did you manipulate Little Woody into doing certain actions in the streets? And because if I know somebody is slow, I'm not trying to guide them, and I don't mean that to be disrespectful, on a spectrum. If we know somebody to be on a spectrum, why do we bring him into these gangs? Why do we bring him into YSL? Why do we bring him into the street team, the other side of things, knowing his mental state? We got to be honest and really break this down, y'all. I feel like Young Thug manipulated Little Woody. Yeah, he proved it. He knows Little Woody is not all there. So why would you sit up there and say he take real medicine? So if you know he take real medicine, why is he on trial? You heard, why is this man on trial for shootings and under the orders, allegedly, under the orders of you? See, this takes me back to the hood, y'all, right? I got to be real. Because that's what happened in the hood with all these fake ass OGs, these fake older dudes that brung these younger niggas into the Bloods and Crips, knowing they mental states, knowing they running around, they mother on drugs, the father's nowhere around. They manipulate them. They use them up. You heard? To the point where they end up serving the rest of their lives behind bars. Little Woody just ended up being a little smarter. He turned the tables on Young Thug. And then when the tables got turned in court, he stood down. Woody ain't as stupid as you think he is, but he does have mental issues. I've been stressing this for a long time. And I feel like Young Thug used everything in his power to manipulate that young man. I gotta be real, I see it now. This is nasty work all the way around the board. I feel like Young Thug is setting himself up for Fannie Willis to come in and grab you up again. Yeah. You got to understand, he got to stay away from all gang activity, anything that's rapping about gang violence, throwing up gang signs. If you look at his latest video, he's doing that all in it. This man might be setting himself up for a trap. But hey, who am I? Yo, who am I? I'm just here breaking down the news. I don't make the news. I just break the news down. Y'all make sure y'all get in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel. Yo, it's your boy E, or you, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. I feel like Young Thug is out of pocket, and it won't be long before he's sitting behind them bars. Facts. And I don't wish jail on nobody. These dummies just wish it on themselves and keep doing things, throwing rocks at the penitentiary. You need to make gospel music at this point, because Atlanta, Fannie Willis, she on your hiney, homie. So